Hey, Canada. Hey, Ontario. Hey, good people. How the hell are you? How was your Christmas? Good, I hope. I hope each and every one of you had a fantastic Christmas. But Richard here today, we were coming on. Thought we'd do he wants to do an update video. He's got some things he wants to say, and I don't even know what he's going to talk about yet myself. But I can't wait to find out anyway. So, well, I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. I'm going to turn you over to Richard, and he can hit you with the updates. I want to hear him too. Peace, man.
Oh,
Richard.
yep.
Enchanté, monsieur.
Is that Russian?
No, it's French.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. I thought my head buttoned up at the back.
I haven't watched a Montreal game in so long.
Pauvre.
That's all I know. Okay. So where do I begin? I forgot what I was going to talk about.
Updates. You were going to come out. You told me you had some great updates and stuff you want to that happened over Christmas.
You can hear me all right, though, eh?
Yeah, as long as you quit moving your mic around, you're choppy a little bit. But you straighten out now.
Okay.
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay. Christmas Day. Christmas Eve. No, Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. I was, both days. I was arguing with Jesus, Jesus Christ. And what he does this is what he does. So he gives me dreams, right?
Yeah.
He gives me stupid dreams, like how to tie your shoe, lesson dreams. Yeah. And they suck. All right. Now, in Christianity, I am 16 years old.
Yeah, but the reason when we're telling the people this, you've already, should know you've already surpassed the level. Like the reason you don't like doing these task dreams anymore is because you feel you're above them, right, Buck, brother? You feel you know in your heart the lesson, right?
Okay, you're in university. You got 4 PhDs and fucking master things out there, and you got to go back to kindergarten.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah. Maybe it's not the lesson itself. It's maybe the gratitude end.
I don't really know, but
I don't know either.
I do know that I need a Christ to take care of me, to keep me out of the illusion.
Yeah,
that's been the way it's been for like years and years and years.
Yeah, but when you go to sleep, your soul just goes there.
No, not with him watching me. They got ways of locking me down I don't even know about.
Well, then that's got to be somewhat of a bit of solace for you, because now you're probably getting more rest, and your mind isn't occupied with
no
two worlds.
No, it ain't so pretty as that.
No. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I know sometimes you're frustrated with one end of it or the other, and it seems to me like either way you're running into the other one.
Yeah.
So but as for your updates, so you're fighting with this guy. It's Christ.
Well, we're arguing, right?
Right.
Arguing
over the lesson base that he keeps making you redo, right?
Oh my God, Dan, it's brutal. This is how you tie your shoe.
What kind of lessons is it?
Don't beat other kids up. All stupid things like that.
And you would never really ever hit another human being, brother, unless he meant to do you harm, right?
Right. Yeah.
You're same as me. I wouldn't hit anybody, or if they meant to do me harm, then it's on. But
yeah, but like me and you, or me and my brother, stuff like that. You get in arguments.
Yeah.
And the stress over months and months and months builds. You beat each other up. You beat your brother up. He beat you up. We both watched it go down 100 times over our lives.
We did.
So, and then the stress builds up. You walk away with a bloody nose, and you just fucking that's it, right?
Yeah.
We've done it 1,000 times. But just to beat the shit out of somebody walking down the street, no, I never would. Don't care. No. And I wouldn't. Yeah. So. And they have to knock me in the head real good for me to even start fighting.
I'd imagine, brother.
So
she's thick up there.
But sometimes I want to real bad. Yeah, I do. Anyway, so we were arguing, and then I think it was Christmas Christmas Eve, where I was arguing with him again about another dream he's gonna give me for Christmas night. And he goes, and then I pissed him off real good. I don't know what I said, I can't remember, but he grabbed me and he goes, "I'm taking you to St. Petersburg." And I'm like, "Oh." So he's got me by the neck, by the ear. "You son of a bitch, come here." No, he's got me like this. He's dragging my ass to St. Petersburg, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, I'm going to hang out with the Russians." He's going. I go, "Where are we going? What's St. Petersburg? In Russia?" And he goes, "Yeah, you're going to Russia, you son of a bitch." Like this. So I'm like, "Oh no, I don't want to go to Russia." And I'm like, "Nothing I can do about it." So we fly for like minutes. And I'm flying with him through wherever to get to this St. Petersburg. And all of a sudden we end up and we're in this hospital. And we're in a hospital, and he parks my ass in his office. I'm sitting in his office, and outside the office there's a hallway, and it's like a basic hallway, and there's beds in it with sick people, and there's nurses taking care of them, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden the other guy, some guy that runs the office or this place, he comes in and he sits down in front of me, and I go, "You Russian?" I go, "You Russian? You drink vodka? You like the vodka?" I go, "I can make you vodka. I'm sitting there with a great big ball of Smirnoff vodka. I'm like, "You like vodka?" And he's like, this guy's just sitting there going. I'm like, "Vodka good? Yeah, we buddies, yeah." I go, "You speaking that?" I go, "We good. You be nice to me, I'll be nice to you. I'll give you vodka." And I'm trying to get on his good side, right? And I don't know, I'm just goofing off. And the next thing I know, I'm sitting in the office, and he's like, "Shut up, dude. Just shut up." I'm like, "Oh, you speak English, eh?" He goes, "Yeah." And I go, "I thought it was in St. Petersburg." He goes, "Yeah, don't worry about it." And he goes, so I'm laying there. He's talking to JC. My wife's there. My kids are there. And they're putting me in this institution place. Yeah. They're all putting me in this institution place. So, and this is Christmas night.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there, and I fall asleep waiting. That's the last thing I remember. I fall asleep.
But how did you feel about it? Were you worried that you were going to be there? Were you concerned, or were you just fucking tired, want to go to sleep and wake up tomorrow and deal with it?
I had anxiety. I figured, you know what? It's Christ. He ain't going to hurt me.
No, but
over 9 years, no matter what he does, he'll teach you lessons that are scary as shit.
Oh yeah.
And I've been through a lot. And with him. And it had the same feeling to it. Like he's sending me to a place to teach me something. Okay. And so let's see. So I wake up. I don't know, 3:00 in the morning. I wake up and I'm laying on a couch and I'm looking around, and I'm in an old abandoned apartment building. Well, it's an apartment building, but there's nothing in it. There's a normal TV with wires sticking out of it. Wow. You know.
Oh, rabbit ears.
Yeah.
Wow, I wonder what the significance of that was.
There's an ashtray. There's a crappy table sitting on a carpet, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "Oh no!" and it's all piss. The walls are all piss yellow, you know.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, and the wood.
Just a dank place, eh?
Yeah, it's a basement apartment, and I'm looking in here. I'm like, "Oh shit, what's going on?" And so I'm sitting there.
Fuck, I traveled to the wrong pad.
Yeah, I know.
I missed my house.
This is a dream I'm in. Okay.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
And so I'm sitting there. I'm like, and I'm looking around, like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I hear some voices in my head that are talking, but they're not making any sense, and they're kind of quiet. And all of a sudden, the voices they get louder and louder, and they're screaming, and I'm holding my head. I'm going, Jesus Christ, like this, and there's a ringing in my head and everything, and all of a sudden, this spider about this big lands on my lap, and I'm like, oh. So I squished it, and smack, and it's black, totally black with hair all over it.
Oh, girl.
And a big fat body. Then when you squish it, all this pussy, white, yellow, milky stuff comes out, and it's on my lap. And all of a sudden, another spider lands on me, and I smash it before it bites me. And I look up at the ceiling, and it's covered in these huge spiders, and they all falling down on the couch above me. So every spider that lands on the couch, I smash it. I'm just smashing these spiders. I'm fucking smashing them, and there's this pussy yellow gut stuff all over me, and I'm smashing these spiders. It was pretty bad, and I'm looking, and I'm looking to see which ones are moving because I know I missed one. So I'm like, I know there's one here that's alive. Smack, got it, And I'm using my fist. My fist is covered in guts, all over the couch, guts splattered. Black spiders.
Somebody's apartment, you don't even know where you're at.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to get bit, but I noticed all the spiders were the exact same and the exact same size. Now that's not normal. So I knew something was up.
Kind of a dream that fucking Jesus was giving you, but Jesus, I hope that was just one of the random ones you were having. He wasn't giving you one at that time. It's your own.
I'm not done yet. So I get up.
What fucking lesson could be learned out of that?
I don't know.
Spiders falling off the ceiling. That's a nightmare. Especially if you got to squish them fucking all that gross shit.
Yeah.
And it's a throw up nightmare.
Can you get your mic fixed?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Fading out. Yeah, I can hear you. It's just low.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I just want to get it going. Anyway, after that, I get up and I walk across the apartment and I'm looking for more spiders and stuff. I'm looking, and there's a little hallway that goes upstairs to a door that leads outside. I go up that and I try to open the door and I can't get out. So I come back in. There's a bathroom there, and there's a kitchen, which is part of this one room thing. And there's a window that right up above at the ceiling. And I get up on the couch and I grab and it's sealed with iron.
Oh shit.
Like an iron grid thing.
Right.
And I grab it and I'm pulling on it. I ripped it off and I threw it on the floor. And then there was another one and it was even harder to get. And I'm like, oh, fuck it. So I turn around and I lay down on the couch again. I sit down on the couch and the spider guts and everything is gone just instantly. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? And so I'm just laying there and I sort of like fall asleep again. And then also just as I was falling asleep, I hear this noise in my head, and it starts quietly, and it's talking, and it's growling. It's like that, right? In my brain. And all of a sudden,
that's some crazy shit, brother.
All of a sudden, an invisible thing comes down on me, it's invisible. It grabs me, and it picks me up off the couch, and it slams me down on the couch. And it picks me up and slams me. And then as it's doing that, it's pretending to hump my leg. So it's grabbing me by the shoulders and the head. It's grabbing me by the shoulders and the head. It's screaming in my brain like that. And it's fucking slamming me on the bed like this. Bam, 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 bam. And as it's doing that, it's humping my leg, right? And I'm looking at it. I want to kill it, but I can't see it. It's invisible. So I'm like, holy fuck. And then all of a sudden.
Hey, what if that was Crazy Man?
Well, let me get through this. Let me get through this. He goes, all of a sudden, as that's happening, my heart's pounding. My heart shot up to 100 miles an hour. And then all of a sudden, as that's happening, I can hear my wife talking. And she says to me, she goes, this is why you got to stay in St. Illusion. You can't go into the illusion, you son of a bitch. And you quit abusing Jesus. I'm like, what? She goes, I go, what? I go, what? I start screaming. I'm going, spiders, invisible monsters, fucking everything's going on. She goes, you're in St. Petersburg. It's a hospital, but there's a room in the hospital where this is where they teach people, and they're teaching you. And all of a sudden, I wake up out of the dream, but I'm still in this room. And I get up and I'm trying to open that window. I'm running through the house, trying to rip the walls down and everything. And all of a sudden I realized I've been here before. I've been here before. I've had this happen to me before. Right.
Wow.
And I remember I had this exact same scenario happen to me like 3 times in my past. And so I'm in this room, and then all of a sudden they take me out. Whoosh, I'm out of the room, and I'm standing at the guy's desk again. And Jesus is there, and he's yelling at me, how do you like that? That's what you get. That's what you get in the illusion. You want to go to the illusion? That's what you're going to get in the illusion. So you got to stay here. You got to stay with Jesus Christ. You got to stay in the same illusion. Oh, and he's yelling at me like this. I'm like, yeah, I get it, dude, but you ain't getting it. And so I go, and we're waiting for he goes, no, I'm waiting for the bald guy with the Russian to give him some vodka or something. I'm sitting in his office. Yeah, I'm sitting in his office, and he goes, oh, it ain't over yet. Jesus goes, it ain't over yet. You son of a bitch, it ain't over yet. And he goes, you think that was bad? This is even worse. I go, I got it. I'm ready. I go, I already know I had that experience before. I told him, I go, past Christ and put me in this, and I've been here before. And he goes, well, whatever. Don't worry about it. The next one you have is going to be 10 times worse. And I'm like, all right. All of a sudden, he shoves me down.
I wouldn't go to sleep again.
I'm like, whatever, bring it, That's what I did. Because Jesus ain't going to hurt you. He'll scare the shit out of you until you piss yourself. But so he sticks me down, and I'm in this blackness. It's all black, and there's brown hallway. And all of a sudden, I just know I'm in a maze. You know how you go in this side and you have to come out the other side, but you'll get lost and walk around for 6 weeks. Yeah. So that's what I'm in. And the walls got writing on them and monster faces and everything. And it's pitch black in there. And I'm like, oh, shit. I got this down. I can't hear Jesus anymore. So I'm just standing there. I don't hear anybody. Nothing. And I'm like, gun. I got a shotgun. I just willed myself one up. I got my shotgun. I check it, fully loaded. We're ready to go. It's kind of go light. There's a light on my shotgun. So now I got a light. So here I am walking through the place, coming. And I'm thinking zombies.
Just like the illusion room.
Yeah, just like the illusion room. I'm like, come on. Give me a fucking zombie. Somebody, I'm going to turn this corner and there's going to be 10 zombies ready to eat me. I'm like, yeah. Come on, let's go. I run around the corner. Nothing. So I do that for like an hour.
Oh my God.
Nothing in here.
Like fucking torture, waiting to see something around the corner and keeping it.
I'm like, guys, is this all you got? I'm like, where's the fucking zombies? And all of a sudden I thought, okay. All of a sudden I woke up. Basically, I woke up, but I'm still here. I want to play, but I don't hear anybody talking to me. Jesus is not there talking to me. I'm just standing in this black hallway looking for zombies. Oh my God. And what happened then? I woke up and I realized, okay, they didn't put no monsters in here for me to shoot. So this gun is kind of useless. Right? I know they didn't. They figured they just freaked me out, that I'm in a hallway and I get lost and I got to find my way out. And that's the big scary thing, right? So what happened next was, this is what I did. I go, okay, you sons of bitches. So I guess kept on. I started playing them now. So they put me in here to scare the shit out of me, and they're playing a psycho game on me. So what I did was, I'm walking through the hallway, pretending I'm still sleeping, looking for zombies and trying to find a way out. Back and forth. Like, I don't know the way out yet.
Right.
But I wanted to get the zombie guy. And I'm pointing out things. I'm pointing out things in this illusion room that I'm in, because my wife just told me I'm in an illusion room. So I'm like, okay, I just willed up head crabs on the guy's desk. Okay, underneath the guy's desk, where he sits and his legs go underneath the desk. I made these huge ass head crabs about this big. It looks like a wood tick. Yeah, but it has long spider legs.
Oh man,
and it's nasty, and it's off the video game Half-Life. So I put two of them. I put two of them underneath his desk when I was walking around pretending I'm this. So they don't know that I did that. I just put them under the desk real fast, made them real fast, and it's like I'm at two places at once. I'm walking, but I also see the desk in a different spot. So I just take my hand and go, whoop, whoop, put the head crabs underneath, right? I'm walking along, and I'm just talking to myself. Oh yeah, I've been here before. I know all this, but there's no. I go, hey, Jesus. I go, bald Russian. You want some vodka? The guy that we have vodka. Hey, vodka. I go, now I'm in your illusion room. How about you come and try my illusion room? I go, this ain't scary. This is just annoying. I go, you want scary? Come to my illusion room. I'll let you in for free, okay? I'll even give you a bottle of vodka. I go, this is nothing. I go, I fired one shot and I've been here an hour.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, I'm walking, and I'm sort of half drifting to sleep. So I sit down, and I'm got my shotgun. I'm having a cigarette. And I am. All of a sudden, I hear, "Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, smash, bang, smash!" And I'm like, "Got him!" Right? He was flipping out. He was crying, smashing things. He's smashing his room. He's smashing everything. And all of a sudden, I'm laughing my ass off. So I fire a shot. And I'm like, oh, yeah, did you find my head crabs, did you? I go, don't worry. It's just... My wife goes, they're fake. It's not real. He's like, oh, no, you bring this motherfucker. I know. So they pull me out. Then I get back to the room and it's all smashed to shit. He jumped out. He jumped. He's gone. All I know is there's security guards and police and everything, and I'm laughing my ass off. They take my gun away. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll make another one. So my Jesus, he's just sitting there crying, shaking his head. What do I do? And I'm like, dude. And they haul my ass back. I told the guy, I said, you can come to my illusion room. Maybe you can get some pointers on how to make yours more scarier, So I go, your spiders are cookie cutter spiders. They ain't even real. I mean, the guts was pretty good. And I'm telling them this, how to make it better. I go, they're all the same. That's not normal.
Right.
That's not normal. And their guts is good, but they're cookie cutter spiders. And they're too big and they're too black. That's not the way things work, man. Yeah, and there's 20 of them all the exact same size. Come on. Right? So they take me back. I fall asleep. I wake up in the morning and I have it out with them again. So later that day, it turns out that supposedly Christ is going to let me dream by myself. He goes, that was one of our worst rooms that we put people in to teach them. Okay, how evil is. Or what evil is. And I'm like, well, okay. And I go, I've been here before, so I already know it. And he goes, yeah, I know, but that's all we got. And I'm like, well, dude, I go, have you been in my illusion room yet? I mean, there's nothing. You can't.
The fact that you can lucid dream and procure reactions in that dream, that takes away the kind of their power, bud, because not everybody that goes in that room is going to be doing that. You are unique circumstance. Because your soul and your light's aware of where you're at, and you've been doing this for so long, bud.
Well, I
couldn't imagine the regular person going in there that doesn't have no advantage. You're laughing at
and I thought to myself, after the fact,
you can manifest weapons and you can manifest light out of your chest and stuff when you need to. So fuck, you're like a superhero running around a fucking retard village.
Exactly. But you know what? Anybody can do that. That's just the way it is.
Oh, it just comes with training, though.
Yeah.
You got a lucid dream. I know. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was just saying it at a standpoint of trying to measure the difference between your abilities and what the average person would do. Yeah. Like you made fun of it because you've recognized it from a previous circumstance that they tried to train you before, and they won't listen to you that you've already learned the lesson when they put you there again.
Well, they listen to me, but fuck, how does a meatbag tell me what to do? Yeah, they got that ego,
Yeah.
And so basically, they stuck me in there, and I told them how to make it better.
You offered the guy some vodka. That was nice of you.
Yeah.
You manifested vodka for him.
Yeah. And so
you could have manifested a bat and caved his head in or something, but you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Manifested vodka.
When I was going through it, my wife, when I was in there on the couch and that thing was attacking me, she was in my head talking. She goes, these demons get worse than this. This is one man's experience, what you're going through.
Wow.
Exactly what you're going through. This guy was living on the earth with a demon attacking him. Right. And
when it was picking him up and
slamming and he goes
down.
Basically, he was possessed and he went mentally insane because of it. And so basically he was mentally insane. He lived in a shithole. I was in his shithole apartment, and I was reliving what he did, and that was what they got.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And I was living through it in an illusion room. So they took the framework of that guy's experience
and then overlaid it
in an illusion room, and put me in there. And
wow, and they thought they had you scared.
Yeah. But I knew it, so I knew it. I figured it out. But in the moment when I first woke up on that couch and the spiders were dropping, I was starting to shit. It was scary. Then I figured it out. I'm like, this ain't got enough. They ain't got enough.
Wow.
So then I guess Christ said, okay, well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm still gonna be around watching, but you can't go to the illusion room. And I'm like, whatever, I passed some kind of thing. I don't know what it was, but he ain't let me go. Nothing's really changed other than he don't, how can I say it? Before he had a grip on me like you wouldn't believe.
Right.
And he'd make me sweat. So Christ will heat you up, right? And give you compassion and the love of Christ. And that love and compassion makes you sweat. I mean, your whole body just, you could be standing in the fucking snow, naked, and you're sweating.
Wow.
That's how bad it is. And that's what I get all night. I can't sleep. I just lay there sweating all night, yelling at him to fucking leave me alone. And he goes, I love you can't fucking. I'm like, come on, dude, you're killing me here. I mean, my eyeballs are sweating.
Oh, man.
Anyway, and that's the healing. That's the healing energy, everything. I go, dude, I lived 40 years before you came into fucking illusion and Saint Illusion and all these places. I never got killed. It wasn't until I met you that I met the crazy men and they almost killed me. I go, do you get it?
Wow.
Yeah, I was fine without Christ.
Well, the crazy man was posing as a Christ, or he was a Christ, but he was demented because you had secrets and he wanted them.
Yep, you got it.
Like
now that's happened to me. That was Christmas night. Last night, I wanted to make a video about this experience because this was cool.
Right.
And I asked him for more cool experiences, but I don't know. Like my past lives, my ET past lives,
Well, you should be able to recall that. I would think, Bud, without asking Christ.
Yeah, I can, but I'm with Christ. he overrides my brain. So whatever I'm dreaming, he's gonna give me a dream.
Right.
So I'm screwed.
Can't you just ask him outright in the face of reality, like
okay,
in the
my
open?
inner light,
Yeah,
gave me the winning numbers to the Lotto 649.
yeah.
The winning numbers, $10 million. If I would have played, me and you wouldn't be having this conversation. We'd be having fun. All right.
Oh, so
And
what
so
happened?
that was my inner light. That was God. God gave me the fucking numbers. So what I'm saying is, I rarely get there to have these dreams
Right,
from God, because Jesus Christ has got to keep me in sane illusion instead of
right,
going to the illusion where I'll get kicked the shit out of by crazy man and whoever else wants to be.
right.
And so,
Well, it's understandable at that rate. It seems different like that. You need to, maybe you do need to hunker down. You're a wanted commodity out in the illusion. You're a fucking free for all for everybody. And it doesn't seem like in the illusion you don't exactly have any allies. It's you against the illusion.
yeah,
Because of the nature of the fucking beast. You're alive.
yeah.
All them fuckers are walking around dead.
Yeah.
Or they're creating what existence they're having there at the point. I don't know how it works, but but I would say that you don't have any allies over there except for your wife and kids.
Yeah,
And Christ, but they don't want you in that illusion anyway. So
they don't want me. They don't want me in the illusion because I'll go.
You've had a lot of shit happen.
Fights. Yeah. I almost died.
Fuck, you've been stabbed. You've been fucking in the face, and then you got your throat cut off.
I go to sleep. As soon as I go to sleep, you go into the illusion.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you go to sleep, you're in the illusion. Now I could travel throughout the illusion.
Right.
Crazy man can come up behind me and fucking stab me in the head. Just like that. Because crazy man's still there yelling at me.
Right. He can be anything, right?
Yeah.
He can be the knife itself if you wanted to.
Yeah. So then I wake up and I gotta go to the hospital and they suck all the fucking shit out of me. And
yeah, you gotta get that all done too.
They hate it. They don't like it and I hurt so bad. Watch my past videos about crazy man. And there's 8 of them.
You've told me about some.
One's in high security mental ward, frozen to a fucking wall.
Wow.
So he can't do anything.
Well, that's good.
Oh my God. And then what they do is I go to bed at night and they pin me down. Christ is always watching me. Christ will never let me go into the illusion when I'm dreaming. I hang out in the illusion, but I'm in sane illusion. Mm-hmm. So there's illusion everywhere, but sane illusion is like a separate Christian box of good people.
Right. Yeah.
And I can't leave that box in the illusion.
Not really too much.
Or in the other illusion. It's fucking hard to explain. But
I understand the layers of it, bud, and I think most people do too. I mean, there's a couple different things that your soul does, and it's been doing it ever since you had that. Your skin's gone, so
they don't want a repeat of what happened.
I wouldn't think the average person would actually want to strive for something like that anyway. If you want to do some lucid dreaming practice, just controlling things that happen in your dream, and if you practice enough, you can make it happen. I do. I don't run in any dreams anymore. I run right for the problem.
Yeah, I got basically. Christ said, I have my illusion room where I create the zombie. Right. Now, this is what's going on now. So I create the illusion room. I create a city. I create buildings and cars. Basically, an apocalyptic suburb city. Okay. Everybody's dead. They're all zombies or dead. There's evil raiders running around with machine guns trying to kill you. You got to go and survive. All right. So basically, it's like The Walking Dead.
That's pretty damn cool.
Walking Dead / Half-Life video game. Fallout video game. Fallout 4. If you ever played it, you'll know what it's like. That's what it's like, basically. Now, I do that every night. I go there for about 3 hours and I create things to get it done, right? Because Christ is like my buddy. He's going, And he used to be a Christ for me, watching over me. But his turn was over. And I said, hey, how about some business here? I go, this is a business opportunity. What do you think? He jumped on board and said, yep, 50-50. I'm like, fucking sweet, man. Let's do it. I go, you know, all this illusion room box stuff? Let's do it. I'll create the goodies. I'll create the game. I'll create the guns. I'll create everything. He already knows how to do it all, but he don't know what I know, right? For fear and scary shit. So basically, I go in there, I create the city and the zombies and the raiders and the scenarios that play out that you got to do. And he makes it all real, like a real life. And you pay $200 to go in there for a couple of days, and good luck to you. You got to survive. They love it. I got one room done. It's like 6-7 blocks of a city.
I think I remember you telling me about when you were making the police station.
Yeah. That's the second illusion room I'm making, which is going to attach to I got like our screen. Say you're the first illusion room, that box.
Right.
And people are paying $200 to go in there and shoot zombies and try to survive. Meanwhile, right next to it, I'm creating this box with me and the bird, and I'm creating the rest of it, the rest of the city in there. Right when it's complete and all said and done, he's gonna turn it into one big box, join it together.
Join the two together, yeah.
Yeah, and then over the rest of my life, we're building 12 more.
Oh wow!
So we're gonna have from here to fucking Toronto, 600 miles of goddamn zombie land.
There'll be a lot of fourth dimensional happy people.
Yep. So that's what we're doing, and it's real.
Kick-ass entertainment.
I'm standing there. I'm standing in the lobby, and people come back. People are running, yelling. These guys, soldiers, like real soldiers, like Grandpa.
Yeah.
Grandpa, he was a soldier in World War II. All these World War II soldier guys and other guys that like all this stuff that, they go in there, they pay their $200 and they come back saying, that ain't scary enough.
That's cool to think of. That's really cool.
Yeah. And they love it. They pay their $200, man. And it's booked solid.
Like there's enough of them probably over there.
Yep. And so that's what they do. And they go in there and they I made it for people like me,
Yeah.
I'm not a soldier. I don't know this shit. I just want to run around and shoot zombies, right? But I try to make it better. I try to make the raiders as scary as fucking possible and insane. But the rule is with Christ, he goes, you can't abuse. No abuse, right? And I'm like dead bodies, skeletons. He's like, oh, we're gonna check. And I'm like, well, you better,
right,
grease some fingers with some cash, because it's gotta be scary. It's gotta be realistic, right? Yeah. Man, damn, holy fuck. Holy fuck. I watched a video one night. They had in the lobby room. It's for promotional purposes.
Right.
And they don't even put the worst in there. This is like a 15-minute video of what it's like, a little bit.
That's cool. Probably draws you right in there. You probably want to go in before the video's over.
Holy fuck.
Everybody
there's a 4-man team that left the lobby and walked into the illusion room, paid their $400. They put a GoPro on the guy's head. They put a GoPro like thing on his head, on his helmet.
Right.
And they look like the soldiers that kick in the door and put a gun to your head and say, freeze! Yeah. You ain't wearing your mask. Them guys. I just thought I'd throw that in there.
That's fucking funny.
Fuck yeah.
So, good one.
Yep. Thank you. And so they, 4 of those guys, they're walking through, they're shooting all the zombies like crazy. They go in there, all in the hospital. They have to go on top of the hospital because there's a crash Huey up there that crashed while it was taking off.
Get the ammo
and they got to get the ammo and shit that's in it. But they have to go through the hospital, and the hospital is just like
Oh shit!
Oh, you would not believe it. Anyway, then
I remember you telling me about it. Actually, you told me about the top. That's how I knew about all the, because you told me you compartmentalized weapons and then food and everything somewhere else, and then they could go here and there and get it. But that's when you were just figuring it out.
And you know, you watch TV, like Walking Dead, and you're like, well, that's kind of scary. That's a scary part right there. But I can make it a lot better. Right? And I did. Holy fuck.
Well, there's weather control and everything in there, though.
Yeah,
right?
everything. You can make fog, sunny day, rainy day, darkness. So Christ is always going, well, to make it more scarier, it's like a nighttime or daytime, rain and clouds. And you got safe houses that you can go back to, recuperate,
stay warm,
organize your plot, what you're going to do, how to take over the Raider camp and stuff like that.
Right.
And the Raiders got fucking unlimited ammo and AK-47s. And everything you could, like, everything. There's not yet. We don't have hand grenades and rocket launchers and everything, because it started off in a small town.
Right.
Okay? And so you can go through the subway system. There's a little subway system there. You can go through the sewers. There's different angles to attack the target, which is a Raider camp, which owns that camp, leads to the next room. Okay. Oh, so you got to take that camp to get to the next room. You got to take them out when you and there's 40 of these Raiders. Wow. In that. Now the new one I'm making, there's a police station. That's the main point for the Raiders. And the railroad tracks run from the police station to that other camp. And there's railroad tracks that run across all the way through this forest up to a highway. And the highway is all wrecked vehicles covered in zombies. The Raiders have that. The Raiders, what they're doing is they're looting all the cars on these highways. Right. Getting all the gasoline, all the food and clothes and everything they can get. Good parts and everything, yeah. And it's covered in zombies. They take it back to the railroad tracks where there's a little speeder train. If you don't know what a speeder is, Google it, you'll find it. And they load it up on there and they take it back to the police station and to the subway camp, which is in the next room over there. But we ain't got it connected yet. We ain't got it connected. But, and so there's lots going on. I ain't even got it done yet, but it's gonna be awesome. Nice, bud. So that's what I do every night for 3 hours or so, and I'm learning. I learned a lot, and I can even make a new video about what I learned this time around. Oh, it's crazy. Right. Now, so I want to go back to my dream, the last night. The day after Christmas. Okay. Because this is important. It has to do with my past life. All right. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I can't believe you gave it to me. Right on. So blew me away. Interested in hearing it? Spit it out, brother. Spit it out. Okay. All the Christ confirmed. I was Daniel Boone in my past life. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Everything's been put in my head. Nothing came from my heart. Right. So I don't know. Like the past lives that I believe in came from God, and they showed me when I asked. Right. All these Daniel Boone. I believe that completely, because I had a dream of how I was killed in my last life. Yeah. And a vivid fucking dream. More vivid dream I've never had. I knew that was it. Yeah. Well, anyway, this was back in the war. There was no war, but it was a civil war. I think it was a civil war or some kind of war going on back then. And there was and they said, this is the enemy this is one of your enemies that want you, kill you in the illusion. This is one of the guys that want to kill you in the illusion. When I woke up, they told me this. So all of a sudden I'm sleeping. All of a sudden this guy comes up and he's got one of them mustaches. He goes, like, one of those mustaches that have the little pointies at the end. Yeah. Yeah. And he's got a deer skin shirt on and whatever,
Right.
He's got that. He's got some kind of hat that looks like a Civil War hat with the cross guns on top, like that. What I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
I don't know the sides. I never really studied it too much.
Right.
But he comes up to me and he's got a horn, like a fucking cow horn, right here.
Right.
And that was used to put the powder in the fucking musket.
Right.
Pour it in, do it again.
Yeah.
That right? And I didn't know that. And I saw the gun. It was strapped over his back, and he had the little horn here. And he's yelling at me. And I'm like, God damn, that's a mustache. Look at that mustache. That's all I focused on was his mustache. I'm like, you actually go out in public with that thing? Right? That's what I'm thinking in my head. And he's going, yeah, Rich, one day I'm going to get you and I'm going to find you and I'm going to kill you. I'm going to fucking cut up. And he's just telling me right to my face. And I'm like, holy shit. And his arms are like fucking muscle, man. I mean, this guy is ready to go. I'm like, damn.
Well, who the hell was it?
Oh, I don't know. But not yet. I don't know. So anyway, and there was that guy. And he goes,
and he just threatened to kill you right to you.
Yeah. And you go, well, basically, he came up to me and he goes, you killed my brother and accused him of, he goes, you killed my brother. I can't remember. He goes, you killed my brother and accused him of raping, what's her name? I forgot her name. Figures, right? Now, this girl had lost her husband in the war.
Right.
It's like Little House on the Prairie Civil War shit.
Right.
The guy that came to be with her was raping her, tormenting her, torturing her.
Right.
Now, I think what happened was this guy's brother was doing this to her. Okay. Right. Now, I don't know if they were on the same side of the Civil War, but either way, I can't remember. He was raping and torturing. I knew this girl. Right. Right. And I think I knew the guy who died in the war. Right. But then this guy is yelling at me. His brother was dating her or being with her or whatever. However, I think he just, from what I think now, I think he was just going there to rape her once in a while just to have fun. Right. It turned into more because I think he was a bad guy. He was a bad guy in the South or the North or something. Right. He went to the North. If he was a South guy, he went to the North and he was just raping her because he liked her. He liked that. So he just raped her. It led on to his obsession with her where he was torturing her. And her life was basically hell. Right. I found out, went and talked to her. She confirmed it. And so I killed the guy. I don't even remember how I killed the guy, but I killed him. That's one of your lives, though, right? Yeah. I just went, that was my Daniel Boone. I was Daniel Boone that killed this guy because he was raping this fucking girl. Right? He was raping and torturing this girl. So I found out about it. She was my friend and her husband. So I came in to check on her. This guy was raping me. He's doing all this. He won't let me go. I'm going to kill myself. So I turned around, shot him in the fucking face. No more of that. His brother found out, which is the guy that was yelling at me now. Right. Christ said, I woke up from the dream. Christ goes, this is the guy that wants to kill you. He don't believe. He thinks you murdered his brother and you made up the accusation. And I go, well, from what I feel, I go, I knew the girl and I knew her husband, and we were all friends. I went to see her during the war or after the war to see if she was okay. This guy was raping her because her husband died. Yeah, I think I found out he died. So I went to check in on her, make sure everything's okay. Right. Turns out this guy from either our side or the South side was raping her and torturing her. And basically put a fucking dog collar around her neck, said, "Come with me." I found out, I staked out the place. He was coming. He came and I shot him in the fucking head, buried him in the backyard. So that's a part of Daniel Boone you'll never hear in history books.
Wow. Cool. Buddy.
Yeah. And it was just between me and the girl and now his brother. So now, after I'm dead, this brother still wants to kill me. Christ says he believes you just murdered him because he was on the other side. Right?
Yeah.
The north or the south. I can't.
You wouldn't believe his brother was raping the broad, right?
Yeah, yeah. My brother would never do that. Well, I mean, yeah, he did. You son of a bitch. Well, anyway, he believes he thinks that I manufactured the whole rape thing. My brother wouldn't rape no girl and torture her and do all this stuff. And I'm like, well, whatever. I stopped the fucking shit. I stopped it, and that's it. Now, I think we were all on the same team, but this team player gone bad, and I just took care of it.
So yeah,
and the man, and that's what happened. And so I asked Christ from the dream. I said, "Well, is this my Daniel Boone past life?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Okay." I go, "Well, what's the truth?" And he goes, "We don't know the truth." I go, "Why not?" And he goes, "We got your truth to what happened. We saw everything. We know exactly what happened." And I go, "Okay." And I just showed you what happened. And I'm like, "Okay." And he goes, "We haven't got the truth from the guy that wants to kill you." And I go, "Why not?" "Because he lives in the illusion, Rich."
Wow.
He ain't Christian and he ain't coming into Christianity because he's a bad guy. Right. So the guy that lives in the illusion wants to kill me from my past life. So he's dead, floating around the illusion. He wants to kill me.
Wow. That's heavy, man.
And I never even met him yet. I've been floating around the illusion for 40 years and he never found me. So
well, he better just better hope you don't do something nasty to him or your light don't come out and get him or something, because that would suck. You might have a nice rod come right out of your chest and shoot him away like a cannon.
I was ready to fight. I was ready to fight, man. All I remember is that goddamn, he had short, curly hair, not real tight curls, but flowy.
Yeah.
Short, flowy hair. He had the fucking thing. The handlebars. Yeah.
Up.
Yeah, the cookie duster. Tie a joint to it. Anyway.
Light your cannon.
He had the deerskin shirt with the horn.
That's cool, man.
I know. And that's what
it's not cool what was going on. It was cool like how you say.
Now I got it. I got the information. That's all new to me. And so he said I was even this Christ told me I was Daniel Boone in the past life. Well, that's other Christs have told me I was Daniel Boone in the past life. And they go, "Well, Daniel Boone," he goes, if you're not Daniel Boone, then we don't fucking know who the hell is, because there is no other Daniel Boones out there.
You were incarnated in him, then into Richard, or maybe it was a couple lives ago. Who knows, right? Mm-hmm. You don't get an exact date.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't got an exact. Well, I do on the history books, but it all lines up. It all lines up.
But they were all fighting back then. The Indians were fighting the French-Indian War, and then they were the War 1812 and all that, and then they were at the Alamo. I think that's where Daniel Boone got killed, at the Alamo.
I don't know.
I think him and a couple other people got killed there. I'm not really specific on it. My American history is a little bit of caca that way.
Anyway, I fell back asleep after that dream, and I wanted to make a video of it right then and there, but I didn't.
Right.
So I fell back asleep, and I'm down in the illusion, and I'm watching this gang looking for me, driving around in their cars, looking for me, in a illusion room down in the lower astral.
Right.
Somewhere, I don't know. But these guys were looking for me, and they wanted to kill me.
They
No,
must.
I was watching them. I was watching them.
Well, if they were looking for you, they must have knew you were around somewhere or something.
No, this is a dream Christ gave me.
Oh, okay.
So this is a perspective dream.
Oh, okay, brother.
Basically, he's showing me, see them cars, see that gang coming out of that building? I'm like, yeah. He goes, they all got guns, they all got knives, they're looking for you. They're getting in the cars and they're going to look for you. And I'm going, why? He goes, because they think you ripped them off. And they're gonna kill you now. And he goes, this is another reason why you can't go to the illusion. I'm like, holy shit. Is this, and I'm thinking, is this the gang I used to go box with? Like, I don't know, it's a different story, but so that's another reason why I don't go there. Plus I wake up and I got crazy man, all fucking 8 of them. So
wow.
And that's why Christ owns my ass and I can't do anything.
Well, maybe.
So but he said, I'm easing up on you, controlling you, so you can actually dream for yourself.
Well, that'd be all right.
So I can dream from God again. But then God takes me into situations. Even when I'm stuck in St. Lucian, I find bad guys and I take them out, and the police come and arrest them. So it's like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. But the thing is, Christ got a hold of me. I go into my illusion room where the zombies are, the zombie illusion room. I don't actually go in that room, but I go in the lobby. There's a big lobby and everything.
Right.
Now what happened was all my kids, they made a new room
right
next to the lobby. Another little, like, it's like a room, like a lunch room.
Right.
What they did, the kids took their amplifiers and their guitars and took it to that room. So everybody that comes and brings their kid, they all go in there and play music, right?
Oh, no doubt.
And so I gave them my amplifier, one of my basses. And so they got the music amplifiers, the microphones, like $22,000 worth of fucking amplifiers. They got guitars, and I know JC bought a small drum kit for them, like a single bass, hi-hat, snare, and a couple other things and cymbals. So they got that to play with. Right on. They're all mic'd up, they're all amplified. They sit in there and they make music and play around all day while I'm down there, and they play all night actually. But it's the safest place in St. Lucian. I mean, every guy that works in there, there's like 50 guys that work in there.
Is there a time frame in St. Lucian, or is it just an open time concept you find there?
What?
Is your time relative to theirs? Is our time relative to that? Is it?
But they're a little faster.
Okay.
They're always ahead of us by a little bit.
So they always going to go on.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
So all the kids go there and they play with the guitars and they sing and dance and screw around. And that's cool. But then Christ made another little closet room where he put a couch. And that's where I sleep. Just to get out of the... So when I'm done creating, I come up there and I go into that little closet and I just sleep in there.
You can
or I hang out with the kids. I wake up from my dream and I'm so much there. I'm looking at the kids playing the music.
Wow.
And I can hear the noise. I can hear the drums.
Wow.
And they're singing, they're playing, boom, boom, the bass is going, the guitar is going. I'm like, holy shit. That happened today. I thought it was my neighbor downstairs. I'm like, shut up, the fucking neighbor, shut up. I'm going, Rich. I'm yelling at my neighbor. I'm pounding on the fucking floor. Stop the fucking, because you think it's the guy downstairs playing music. And my wife's going, no, you're in the room with the kids listening to the music. And I'm like, holy fuck. So here I am pounding on the floor for the guy to turn down his music.
Man.
But it's kids I'm with in the illusion room, but I didn't see them. Because I was still dreaming and I was awake, laying there, listening to boom, 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 and I'm like, and they can't play where it's just shit. They don't know nothing. Like, Julie, she can play a little tunes and rest and things. But I think the guy's downstairs playing Slayer, and I'm like, God damn it, shut up! This my fucking kids just screwing around in the room.
That's funny.
Oh my holy shit! It's crazy, man. Oh, so I'm usually now. They'll take me out. They'll take me fishing somewhere in St. Lucia. They'll take me to a hockey game in St. Lucia. They'll take me to different places in St. Lucia to keep me occupied, right? But I'm like, give me dreams about cool stuff like interdimensional beings and time travel, and I want to see the dinosaurs. I want to do this and do this and do this. And they're like, Boone time. I'm like, yeah, that means after I'm dead. So don't fucking matter.
Well, if you got the ability to do it now, brother.
Yeah,
I could do that. If I could, when I
want to
break through my dream veil, and I know I can go, because my soul's not convinced it can do anything yet. Still chickens out. So, but when I get past that, I'm going places looking. I'm gonna go visit. I might just be standing right fucking behind you. You never know.
Yeah. So basically, I just gotta.
Well, your soul will punch any veil. It doesn't. It just goes.
Yeah.
Which is excellent. I mean, it's a hard gift to bear, though, by the sounds of it. But
so that's my experience last night. But the Daniel Boone thing was cool because
that is absolutely.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't like? I mean, you could, because you got all them traits. The same thing as Daniel Boone kind of would have had back then.
Yeah.
Like your affinity with nature, and
it's scary, man. You know the girl. You see the videos I've been posting on Facebook of the girl that goes canoeing.
Yeah.
Out in
dragging a portage for 600 miles, and
see that's me. But here I am. I'm stuck here. Like that. Look at my picture. Birds.
Yeah. Your affiliation with nature is second nature. It's nothing. You don't even think about it. It's so close to you.
I hate it. I hate that I'm here. I hate that I gotta work. And I'm like, you know what? I already did it. You work your ass off for a week, and you get Saturday and Sunday off, or you have to work that.
Yeah.
Right? No, man. No. No. No fucking way. You know, I'll work for a week, but I want to go to Algonquin Park. I want to go for 2 weeks taking pictures of birds all by myself with a kayak and my dog.
Yeah.
There's everything. That girl is in Algonquin Park. Do you know what kind of trooper she is? I got guys on the internet that got to go in the woods with a fucking rocket launcher, AR-15s, handguns, shotguns, bear spray, fucking everything just because of black bear. This girl's surrounded by black bears, wolves, cougars, all by herself. Well, and her dog. But she's fine, man. The worst thing is bugs.
Yeah.
And that's what just blows my mind. You know, the whole kill culture thing is just no one's got it. No one's got it.
Around too much. Like, you know, they're fucking scared, them black bears. Them things will run off. But like, I mean, grizzlies and that won't, but those fucking black bears, they're chicken shits of the woods.
I know. And you get rid of them by punching them in the nose. So if there's one stalking you and he's coming up to you and they can't see shit from a certain distance, they just hear you. They walk right into you and they're like, oh shit, there's somebody here, and they run away.
Yeah.
But if there is one coming after you, you just punch it in the nose and then fucking
yeah.
You know, it's either that or get your throat eaten.
Yeah.
So not hard to figure out. Other than that, and that rarely ever happens.
I know.
I mean, you gotta have a pork chop with fucking
grease and gravy hanging off.
Grease and gravy and fucking barbecue sauce dripping all over you for the goddamn thing to come and get you.
Yeah.
And anybody that does that doesn't deserve to live anyway. So Well, I do. This got to use your fucking head.
Don't do that.
That's how you get rid of your enemy. Here, you carry the pork chop.
I'm carrying this. Yeah, I only got to outrun you, buddy. Oh my God.
Anyway, that's my goal.
Well, thanks for sharing that, bud. That was fantastic.
But no, I ain't done yet. It's only 4:00.
Oh, is it? Okay.
We ain't even been on for an hour yet.
No?
Let's keep going.
Give her.
Unless you gotta go.
No, I don't gotta really do anything.
All right. Okay, you talk to people. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Well, good chance, to talk about that. Like, I wish, I had that much control of my dreams. I practice lucid dreaming. And for those of you that, like me, I practice remote viewing. That's one of my things I do when I meditate. And I haven't really, I got to tell you, had fantastic success or anything, but I've had a lot of unique experiences within the confines of my own consciousness and my mind, and things that are dynamic, and light structures, and being able to pick faces out, and trying to recollect where you want to project your being to be, and that takes quite a bit of energy. But my soul it's a chicken, and at some points it'll feel like somebody's picking you right up and moving you off to the side, this force. And I'm telling you, it's so real and so just on it that your soul just like backs out immediately, and then you break away from that contact point. And I'm telling you, it's hard to meditate back to it again, or even if you want to, because of how swift it is. I've meditated again, had it happen several times, and I asked, when I started meditating, and I projected in my mind that, could you please just do it slower? And then, but I haven't had that experience again yet. So, but there's my man Richard's back.
Hey.
What's going on, buddy? I was just talking a bit about dreaming with the people and some of my experiences, but I'm not very far along yet, so there's nothing too exciting. So
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm in my underwear, so I didn't want anybody to see.
You walk around your house in your underwear.
Yeah.
Thank God for Zoom. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. What else is going on?
So, when you did your that interview, that was pretty cool. Did you you should tell the people in here how to access that and where that's at, bud, because they might want to go watch it if they can't find it.
Yeah. I can put it in the description.
That's an Ascension Radio, right?
Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I thought it was worse.
I thought it was an absolute great interview. And if anybody's listening and you want to go check it out, it's Richard talking, and it's some great experiences from when he was younger, and some great just some good stuff. You'll love it.
I can tell a couple of UFO sightings I had with CE-5. Yeah, okay. I was gonna do this on Ascension Radio
I see the CE-5 comments. Sometimes they were the CE-5 people asking about looking for different places for experiences to listen to. Maybe we can get them this one.
It's pretty good. So this is after my Blind River experience. This is Holiday Beach outside Windsor, Ontario, Essex County. Google it, you'll see it. Everything I tell you.
I'm backing out for a second.
All right.
I'll be back.
So we decided to go spend the night at Holiday Beach and look for UFOs. Now the guy that was with me in Blind River, if you remember it or not, on Ascension Radio, his experience, he had that experience with me. He was a witness to it. And then we had a new friend. We're sitting around a coffee shop, and this new friend, I'll call him what can I call him? I'll call him Mike, just for the hell of it. Mike. So we're talking to Mike. He's all spiritual too. He's never seen a UFO. So me and the other guy that witnessed my stuff, he explained to Mike that what I did to make the UFO, the ET aliens, come to Blind River and show themselves to us. So what I did was I'll do the same thing again. I said, Mike, look, I'm going to go home, meditate. This is when I had to go home and do it because that's my brain at that time. I said, I'll go home, meditate. I'll hook up to the ETs and I'll tell them we're going to be in Holiday Beach tomorrow night, midnight, or the next night. And I want to take pictures and I want my friend to see you guys. So basically, I told the ETs that. I went home, so came back to the coffee shop next day before we went on our trip. It was a bike trip. We were ride our bikes 50 mile, 45 kilometers to Holiday Beach. And then sit up at night and look at the stars and look for UFOs, and talk and have a campfire and get drunk. Didn't get drunk though. Too much to carry on a bike. But anyway, so we told him, and he's like, right on. And this is the experience we had. So they took off the next day. And rode their bikes. I had to work. I got done work. I went home, loaded my bike, and took off around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And I rode my bike all the way there. And when I got there, I met them. I had some food. We saw the sun coming up. And that was it. So the next night comes. Hold on. I got ants crawling all over the goddamn table. I got ant problem. I don't know. They're nice ones, but anyway. So we're there.
Just taking a coffee, brother. That's all.
Okay.
I'm listening to your story.
Yeah, and
I heard this one too before. It's a great one.
Yeah. It was cool what happened too.
Mm-hmm.
One of my best nights. Oh my bad. So we're sitting there. We're on the beach and we're looking, and there's wind coming on off the lake right at us, and there's big waves. And I'm like, well, this sucks. I don't know if it's gonna happen tonight. I don't think this is gonna happen, right? So
too choppy for them aliens.
Too choppy for the aliens. Yeah. So we're looking, and then we're looking. We sit there till about midnight, 1 o'clock, whatever, and nothing's happening. Finally, I go, well, I'm gonna go ask the aliens and see what the hell's going on. So I took a walk down the beach. They stayed back at the campfire. I took a walk down the beach, and I hooked up to the ETs, and I asked, what the hell's going on? You gonna show yourself? And so I'm just waiting for a download. I'm mellowing out. I hooked up to the ETs in my heart. I said, what's going on, guys? All of a sudden, I saw a monarch butterfly on the beach. So I picked it up. I never told this story because it's kind of stupid and irrelevant. But what I did was when I picked up the butterfly and I put it in the trees, I changed the format of my thinking. I wasn't hooking up to the ETs anymore, right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden I put the butterfly down, turned around, started walking back to the water, and I got my download. And that's what you got to do with CE-5s if you want to talk. Because what you give them, you ask them a question from your heart. It's all spiritual.
Right.
You ask the question, but you got to think of something else for that message to get to them, right?
Right.
So I asked the question. I wasn't receiving an answer. But as soon as I found the butterfly, I was distracted in my mind. So I walked over there and I put it in the forest. As I turned around, I thought, oh shit, the ETs. I got the download. And it said, And I got a picture in my head of me, Mike, and another guy, the other guy from Blind River that saw this shit before, standing on the Hawk Tower, going, ah! Right? And the Hawk Tower was not very far away. It was just across the road in the bay or the swamp or whatever it is.
Right.
So, and you can, on Google Earth, you can see the Hawk Tower.
Cool.
Okay. So I came back, walked back to the guys. I said, look, I got hold of them. They gave me a mental image, and I saw three of us standing on top of the Hawk Tower, looking out over the bay, and we see the UFO. And they go, okay. So they packed up their shit, put the fire out, and we started walking to the Hawk Tower. We get to the Hawk Tower. We get to the Hawk Tower, and we're climbing up. And there's these two people screwing underneath in the weeds.
People hopping in the weeds with a Hawk Tower.
Yeah, they're all drunk and stoned, having sex. And I'm like, excuse me, right? So
march right by you, man.
I don't care. You know,
8 people marched up the Hawk Tower.
Yeah, well, there's 3 of us. So we went up to the top of the Hawk Tower. They went back home wherever they were, and that was kind of funny. So we get up to the top. I got my camera. It's a little Canon, normal FTB thing, piece of junk,
right?
And a manual camera.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to take a picture. I swear to God, I always want to take a picture. I didn't even do it this time. And so we get up to the top tower, and we're standing there, we're looking out over the water, and on about a mile away or 2 miles, there's a tree line on the other side. And it's just a strip of trees about this high.
Right.
You know. And they're black. So it's black on black in the water. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can actually go to the Hawk Tower on Google Earth and look. Oh, exactly where the UFO came up. Anyway, so I'm looking and they go, well, where do we look? Where do we look? And I go, give me a minute. So I opened my heart and I felt where the ETs were. And basically they're staring at you. So you know. Right. So you move to the left. I move to the left. And then I move to the right. And I can zero it in. Right there, right? And I go, okay. I want you two guys to get ready. Look right there. As I pointed, look right there. This white light, like a, I don't know. It was like a skinny rectangle of light. Shot up like that and made a strip of pearly. Oh, as it came up, it made a pearly plasma look.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, and then it came up and went like this. And then the plasma came up like that.
Wow.
And there was a white light at the top. So imagine this lighter is like the craft taking off.
Right.
So it goes like that. And then tracers came up after it like that.
Of the energy.
Yeah. And then it was just sitting there like a white rectangle. And it squirted down into a little ball.
Holy.
A light, just like one of the headlight.
Yeah.
Right above the top of the trees, and it went boom, and it took off along the top of the trees all the way to the Detroit River.
Holy shit.
And then it got around to the Detroit River area, and it started going up, went up in the sky.
That's incredible.
And disappeared. It basically looked like a star, the last thing I saw of it. Now, what was interesting was that area is right where the international airport is for Detroit, where it was headed.
Right.
And as it got to it was flying just at the treetop level where we were at the bay.
Right.
On the other side of the bay. And it was taking sort of a left-hand way out. And then as it got near the river, I assume it took off straight at an angle going up.
Right. Heading out.
But it never went over the airport area.
Hmm.
Where the international airport
Right,
is.
where the flights might be coming in.
Yeah. And I thought that was interesting because it sort of like flew under the radar the whole time we were there.
Well, if it's just above the treetops, that's not very high. So
I know it was.
Don't fly that. Commercial planes don't go that low.
And it's sort of like they're flying under the radar, whatever that means. I'm not a pilot. I don't know.
Gentlemen, if you want to stick your hand out the window, you can feel the grass.
yeah. I don't know, but you know how they say it's under the radar, you can't pick it up.
Yeah,
under the radar.
So
they were flying that low. I mean, it was really low. So anyway, as that happened, the lights went up and it flew away. All the two guys I was with that I brought here to see the UFOs, I pointed, and as soon as I pointed, the fucking thing took off.
Wow.
It appeared, and I'm looking at my friend. He goes, "Most impressive, most impressive," and I'm going, "You got it, brother." He flipped out. The guy from Blind River, he's just like shaking his head. I can't fucking believe this. I can't believe. And so
that's awesome.
There you go. And that was because I spent 40 years, man, going through hell with my family, friends.
We got to
trying to prove this shit.
Oh fuck, bud! You know,
me and you got to go out.
We're gonna hit Lake Erie. We're gonna fucking get them fast movers. They got them fast movers out there, bud. Yeah. You know they're alien craft.
Yeah.
Because they zigzag, they do some crazy shit. I've seen a couple that when I used to work at the factory, I'd go out for my half-hour break, and at wintertime when Orion's over here and it's really bright,
Yep.
Gives you a contrast and all that. So, man, and Lake Erie was just maybe 8 miles away from there, and I could see sometimes them craft, they'd just be sitting there like a star in the sky. Then all of a sudden they move in increments, stop.
Yeah.
And they move in increments, stop. And I used to think I was nuts seeing that, and I think like I was hoping, my God, I was seeing something cool, and I know I was, but nothing like I never got any close-ups or nothing. They were always a gazillion miles up. They were the little white ball ones, you know, that you see moving around up at nighttime. They know that if they position in the sky, I'm sure they can move all over the place. There's stars everywhere. There's only about 1% of the fucking planet that knows where any star is at any given time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I look forward to wintertime because the full moon comes right up in my front window and Orion's right out. I just got to look up to the left and there's Orion. And
you got it.
You know, and then you got, you know, the Dipper is over over your house. It's where the Dipper is.
Yeah. So we got to do that, man. We got to go.
We'll go do some.
All we got to do is get out of the city a little bit, out in the country.
Go to Erio for sure, man. Get the one.
Erio. I think on the where I take pictures of the birds on the.
I know a spot going off Erio, bud, that's on the one side that we could go for 3 miles down. There's nothing but one big, nice long beach. You could set up and.
Cool.
We could go to different places too, though.
Hillman Marsh would be a good place.
Yeah.
If you get to Hillman Marsh, but there's a little community there, and they're all uptight, and they got this guy driving around in his ATV, checking you out and everything. Kind of sucks there. And there's a community there so that the ETs won't. I was there before trying to do it.
And think there's contact there? Think there's contact in that village with the ETs?
No. The ETs don't want a mass sighting. They don't want no one else to see but me and you.
Yeah.
Because if I'm showing somebody, they don't want that.
Right. They don't want a mass sighting.
Yeah, they don't want a big sighting. And that ain't gonna happen till 3:00 in the morning. So,
right.
You know. But if we were up north, way up Temagami or higher, all by ourselves at a little lake. Oh shit! Are you kidding me? We'll get abducted by Bigfoot, then we'll get abducted by the alien.
I hate being abducted.
I don't know if I could. It'd be hard to deal with that. But it sure would be exciting, wouldn't
it? Oh wow!
Fucking Bigfoot throwing rocks at your head all day. Hey, hit him right there! Look at that! Look at that!
Fuck yeah! Big boulders coming up.
Oh man, I was watching that girl doing them videos, and I was so jealous.
Wow.
Anyway, so that was another CE-5 I did to show my friends.
Right on, bud.
And so that was three I did to show other people. I did Manitoulin.
Yeah, when you're talking about that was cool.
With your brother.
Yeah.
And Sherry and Jay. And then they all seen that one. That was cool. I didn't tell them. That's the only difference. I didn't set that one up for them. I didn't tell them ahead of time. Right. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should.
The red one?
Yeah, the big red one.
Yeah, the big red one. Yeah.
Then the other big red one. No, that Blind River next was the big light on the other side of the river. Mississinabi River. I can't remember. Mississauga or Mississinabi River. Blind River. Check it out.
Right on.
And right at the mouth of the Blind River. That's where we were. That's where it was.
Right on.
That one was the white light with a little red light. The next one was the white light with the plasma trail behind it.
Wow.
And that was the Holiday Beach I just described. Now the big red one, that's cool.
Holiday Beach, ain't that in Amherstburg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never thought it would work, but shit, it did. In the swamp. It wasn't no goddamn swamp gas either. I don't even care.
No, there is no swamp gas there, but it's not that. It's not like the States, or I don't think.
Well, it's a swamp.
It's a swamp. It sure did. Sure was.
It's a swamp.
Remember, my house in Amherstburg was surrounded by swamp. Me and Daryl used to walk 3 miles of swamp just to go to the store.
Yeah, basically, it's the same area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just on the other side of the highway. That's where you were.
Absolutely, brother. We used to ride our bikes to Holiday Beach.
I'm thinking about where me and you can go. Where can we go to get a sighting?
Well, Erio is always good.
Yeah, I know.
Erio or any of the lakes.
How about St. Clair, that park? I'll show you when we're done this.
Okay.
So
I know which one. Yeah, you're talking the one that they turn into a water park now, where Aunt Wendy used to live.
No. It's a bird sanctuary out by Lake St. Clair. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah,
I was there. It's pretty isolated. We can go out on that boardwalk and just sit there and hang out.
Right on.
And it's just right out of town. I think it takes you half an hour to get there, not even long.
It's not Jack Miner's bird sanctuary, is it?
No, the other way.
Oh, okay. Wow, yeah. That's awesome, buddy. Wow.
Yeah.
Get some good footage.
There ain't too many places that Erio? No, not Erio. What's that bay?
Mitchell's Bay?
Mitchell's Bay, yeah. It's out there. Near there.
Cool. That's the 13th concession, yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Mitchell's Bay. I remember they took me fishing. My dad and my uncle took me fishing. I sat in the damn boat all day in a 90-degree sunny day. And I caught one perch. That's it. I was the only one who caught anything. Fucking perch. 3-inch perch. I go, I don't know about you guys. You're pretty fucking, they're drunk out of their minds. Right? All they did was piss in the lake all day.
No wonder there was.
I'm like, I could be playing hockey. I could be getting laid, but here I am sitting in a boat.
Your dad and your uncle.
And I couldn't drink. I wasn't allowed to drink. I just sat there fishing. An idiot. I'm like, Mom, if they ever want to take me fishing again, nope. I'd rather get hit in the head with a cast iron frying pan in the head by you than go fishing again. I don't know. I was like 13 years old or something.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, Canada game's coming on pretty soon. I guess we can
wrap it up, brother.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, people. Some awesome stuff from Richard. A little bit for me. I hope you guys have a great night. We're going to do another video here shortly. We're going to get some guests on and try and get something going.
Yeah, John, come on. Get up.
You
download the Zoom.
You get a hold of one of us and let's talk about something you want to talk about. Anything. It's all good. We, we appreciate everybody who watches. And if you watch it, I don't know, I guess I got to beg you to smash the like button, leave a comment, do what you want. You're all good people.
All
right, Rich?
Yeah. Have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah, people.
I got 3 cases of beer sitting there. I stocked up for the hockey games. They on the 13th.
Christ.
Maybe we can get them to do something. Anyway.
All right, brother. See you, peeps.
Okay, bye, Dan.
Bye.